नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तन्तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। भगवद्गीता अध्याय 3 संबंध टू श्लोक 34। यदि सर्वो जन्तुः आत्मनः प्रकृतिसदृशमेव चेष्टते न च प्रकृतिशून्यः कश्चिदस्ति ततः पुरुषकारस्य विषयानुपपत्तेः शास्त्रानर्थक्यप्राप्तौ इदम् उच्यते। So, in the previous shloka, Krishna said that everyone has prakriti, samskaras, and the samskara cannot be nullified. Nobody can delete his samskara, and nobody can pause the samskara. Samskara will be present as well as it will work. It will keep producing ragadvesha ityadi. Samskara as well as its functioning. It is not in the domain of one's free will. The samskara will produce ragadvesha, likes and dislikes. When we see the previous shloka, it seems as though there is no scope for free will at all. If there is no free will, then there is no scope for Shastra also. There is no scope for Vidhi Nishedha. Do this, don't do this. That is what the Karma Kanda deals with. Vidhi Nishedha Shastra. Vidhi Nishedha Shastra is meaningful only if we have choice over what we should do and what we should not do. Therefore, on hearing the previous shloka, the student gets a question and Bhashyakara is expecting that question. Yadi sarvo jantuhu atmanah prakriti sadrishameva cheshtate. Yadi, if every jantu, every individual functions according to his prakriti. Atmanah prakriti sadrisham eva. In accordance with one's prakriti, in accordance with one's samskara, cheshtate, everyone functions. Nacha prakriti shunyah kaschidasti. There is nobody without prakriti. Therefore, one cannot say the Shastra is meant for people who do not have any prakriti at all, any samskara at all. It is not possible. Everyone in the universe has come with the samskara. And the samskara impels a person to do certain activities, to function in a particular way. Tataha purushakarasya vishayanupapattehe. Tataha, therefore, if every activity is determined by the prakriti, then purushakarasya vishayanupapattehe. There is no domain for purushakara. Purushakara means purusha prayatna, individual effort. There is no scope. So there is no scope for individual's effort. Therefore, shastranarthakya praptau. If there is no scope for purushakara, then there is no need of shastra also. Shastra anarthakya praptau. Shastra anarthakyam. Shastra becomes useless. Shastra becomes irrelevant. This is prapta. This kind of an objection is prapta. Can arise. Shastranarthakyasya praptau. Idam uchyate. Then this answer is given. The following shloka is an answer to this objection. There is no shastranarthakya because there is a scope for free will and there is a scope for individual's effort. Indriyasyendriyasyarthe ragadveshau vyavasthitau tayornavashamagachet tau hyasya paripanthinau. Indriyasya arthe ragadvesho vyavasthitau. Ragadveshau. Raga and dvesha. Raga means desire and dvesha means hatred. These two are vyavasthitau. They are present. Indriyasya arthe. In every object of sense. Indriyasya arthe. In every sense object, there is a ragadvesha. With respect to every sense object, we have raga or dvesha. Certain things one may like, certain things one may dislike. And if we like an object, there is a scope for desire. the samskara produces the desire. And if we dislike an object, the samskara produces hatred also. So the likes and dislikes, desires and hatred, they are produced by the samskara. We cannot do anything as far as the ragadvesha itself is concerned. It will come. But whether I should act according to my ragadvesha or not, it is in my hands. Tayorna vashamagachet. One should not enslave oneself to the ragadvesha. One should not submit oneself to the ragadveshas. Tayoho vashamna agachet. Whether one should act according to one's likes and dislikes, or whether one should act according to dharma, it is in our hands. And that is the domain of Purushakara. That is the domain of free will. Tauhyasya paripanthinau. Why one should not submit to the free will, to the ragadvesha? Because ragadvesha are one's enemies. Paripanthinau. Tauhi asya paripanthinau. Tauhi. He means because. Yataha. Tau ragadveshau. The raga and dvesha, likes and dislikes, desire and hatred, they are paripanthinau, means enemies. Indriyasyendriyasya सर्वेन्द्रियाणाम् अर्थे शब्दादि विषये इष्टे रागः अनिष्टे द्वेषः इति एवं प्रतीन्द्रियार्थं रागद्वेषौ अवश्यं भाविनौ Indriyasya indriyasya means sarvendriyanam arthe, in the object of each sense. Every sense. Indriyasya indriyasya. Doubled. Vipsa. Cover every senses. Every sense is covered. Means sarvendriyanam. Indriyasya indriyasya is equal to sarvendriyanam. Arthe, object of every sense. Shabdadi vishaye, in every object, object of every sense. Shabda etc. Shabda, sparsha, rupa ityadi. Ishte ragaha. Ishte, in a desirable object, we get raga, desire, liking. And anishte dveshaha, in an undesirable object, we get dvesha, hatred. Ityevam, in this manner, pratindriyartham, towards every sense object. Ragadveshau avashyam bhavinau. Ragadveshau, raga and dvesha, they are avashyam bhavinau, they are inevitable. We like certain things and we don't like certain things. And it is determined by our samskara. It cannot be changed. Tatra ayam पुरुषकारस्य शास्त्रार्थस्य च विषयः उच्यते तत्र एवं सति. When it is so, अयं पुरुषकारस्य शास्त्रार्थस्य च विषयः उच्यते. अयं पुरुषकारस्य विषयः, the domain of Purushakara, the domain where an individual should work on, the domain of individual's effort. Purushakara means Purusha Prayatna, individual's effort, where he should make effort. Shastrarthasya cha vishayah, and the Purushakarasya vishaya is a Shastrarthasya vishaya. That is the domain of the Shastrartha, the teaching of Shastra. When we say Shastrartha, it is about Vidhi Pratishedha Shastra, Dharma Shastra. Do this, don't do this. Vishayaha uchyate. The domain is being said. Shastrarthe pravrittaha purvameva ragadveshayoho vasham na agachet. Shastrarthe pravrittaha, one who is engaged in Shastrartha. Here Shastrartha means karma. Shastrarthe karmani pravrittaha, one who is engaged in following the Shastrartha. Vidhi pratishedha. Purvameva, even before acting. Pravrittehe purvameva. Ragadveshayoho vasham na agachet. He should not come under the spell of ragadvesha. He should not submit himself to the ragadvesha. या हि पुरुषस्य प्रकृतिः सा रागद्वेषपुरःसरा एव स्वकार्ये पुरुषं प्रवर्तयति. Now Bhashyakara is making a general observation. Generally, what happens? Everyone acts according to his or her likes and dislikes. Yahi purushasya prakritihi, the prakriti of a purusha, the samskaras of a purusha. Sa ragadvesha purassara eva, through ragadvesha alone, through compulsive likes and dislikes, Swakarye purusham pravartayati, it impels a person in his own actions. means an act means a man acts according to his likes and dislikes, which is produced by Prakriti. He does certain things because he likes it. And he does not do certain things because he doesn't like it. In fact, nowadays we see that people use a lot of I like it, I don't like it. It is a modern culture. I like to do it, I don't like to do it. People cherish their likes and dislikes. But then the dharma is about what is right and what is wrong. Swadharma, what is right for me to do, it takes a greater precedence over what I like to do. Therefore, a Viveki who has understood the Shastrartha, who knows what he is supposed to do, what is right for him to do according to the Shastra, he will have two choices. One is the voice of his likes and dislikes, the voice of his ragadvesha, the voice of temptation. It says, do certain thing, act in a certain way. It is one option. And another option is the voice of dharma. This is your dharma, do this. So there is a voice of temptation and a voice of dharma. And it is there in almost every moment of our life. In every moment of our life, in every stage of our life, we hear these two voices. Right from the time of waking up, there is a voice of temptation. It says, sleep longer. It is our samskara. Because of our samskara, we have a liking for sleeping, liking for relaxing, longer time, wake up late, because this person has been waking up late all his life, because he watched TV till late night and he wakes up late, even when he was a student earlier or when he was doing job. So the voice of Prakriti says, the voice of temptation says, sleep a little longer at least, 10 minutes more, and the 10 minutes becomes 2 hours. But then there is a voice of Viveka. It is not a right thing to do. One should get up early. There is a voice of Viveka. Then there is a tug of war between the two. Now, most often, a person says, I like to sleep late, wake up late, I like to sleep. So one may submit oneself to the prakriti, ragadvesha, the temptations. So that is where the free will, purushakara, is needed. Purushakara is an individual's choice, individual's will, individual's effort. Let me wake up early. Let me make use of my willpower and act against my ragadvesha, act against my temptations. And then he wakes up in the morning. Uttishta! He wakes up. That is why Krishna keeps telling, Uttishta Bharata, Uttishta Parantapa, Kshudram Hridaya Daurbalyam, Tyaktvottishta Parantapa. It is Daurbalya. The Daurbalya makes a person sleep. Daurbalya is not physical Daurbalya alone. It is the weakness that makes one submit to the temptations. So, then he makes use of his free will and wakes up. So, this difference between dharma and one's temptations can be seen in many occasions in our day-to-day life. And a Viveki, one who wants to commit to the Shastrartha, one who wants to commit to the Shastra, the Dharma, Swadharma, he has to forego his temptations. Following one's likes and dislikes and following Swadharma cannot go together. So, tada Swadharma Parityagaha Paradharmanushthanancha bhavati. Tada, then when he follows his ragadvesha, when he follows his likes and dislikes, swadharma parityagaha, he gives up his swadharma and performs adharma, and sometimes it may be paradharma. Paradharma anushtanancha bhavati. He performs paradharma. Krishna, Bhashyakara does not say adharma anushtanam, because adharma anushtanam is not imaginable for him. Yada punaha ragadveshau tat pratipakshena niyamayati tada shastradrishtireva purusho bhavati na prakritivashaha. Punaha, unlike the before, unlike the previous one who follows his ragadvesha, yada ragadveshau tat pratipakshena niyamayati. Yada, when ragadveshau, the likes and dislikes, the desire and hatred, tat pratipakshena, the opposite of them means viveka, viveka buddhya, niyamayati, he restrains them, does not allow his ragadvesha overpower his commitment to dharma. Tada shastra drishtireva purusho bhavati. Then an individual becomes a shastra drishti. He follows shastra drishti. He follows the vision of shastra. He performs swadharma. Na prakriti vashaha. He does not become a slave of his prakriti. Tasmat tayoh ragadveshayoh vasham na agachet. Tasmat, therefore, since ragadvesha deviate a person from his swadharma, therefore tayoh ragadveshayoh vasham na agachet. One should not get enslaved by ragadvesha. One should not get controlled by ragadvesha. Yataha tauhi asya purushasya परिपंथिनौ श्रेयो मार्गस्य विघ्नकर्तारौ तस्करौ इव पथि इत्यर्थः. तस्करौ इव पथि is not there. Yeah, तस्करौ इव पथि is another reading. Taskarau iva pathi ityarthaha. So, yataha, he is there in the moola. Tauhyasya paripanthinau, he is there in the moolam. So, it should be understood yataha. He is equal to yataha because this part is giving hetu for tayorna vashamagachet. Tayorna vashamagachet. One should not be under the control of ragadvesha. He, because tau asya paripanthinau. Tau means ragadveshau. Asya purushasya paripanthinau. They are the enemies of the purusha. And how do they become enemies? Shreyo margasya vignakartarau. They obstruct the path of Shreyaha. They act as obstacles in the pursuit of moksha. Shreyo margasya, in the pursuit of moksha, in the path of moksha. Vignakartarau, they cause obstacle. Taskarau iva pathi, just like thieves, robbers, how they cause obstacle in the path. When a person walks from one place to another place, so there are robbers and they come and they take away his possession. Pathi taskarau iva, just like thieves on the way. Ragadvesha obstruct the pursuit of moksha. तत्र रागद्वेष प्रयुक्तः मन्यते शास्त्रार्थमपि अन्यथा परधर्मोऽपि धर्मत्वात् अनुष्ठेय एव इति तत् असत् तत्र एवं सति when it is so ragadvesha prayuktah manyate, one who is compelled by ragadvesha prayuktah, a person compelled by ragadvesha, a person under the clutches of ragadvesha, shastrartham api anyatha manyate, he misinterprets shastrartha also. Shastrartham api, the teaching of the shastra also, anyatha manyate, he understands differently. He gives his own interpretation to shastrartha. Then adharma also appears to be dharma. Paradharmopi dharmatvat anushtheya eva iti manyate. Even paradharma becomes anushtheya for him. Paradharma also seems to be anushtheya. Even paradharma should be performed. He thinks so. Why? Dharmatvat. Because it is also dharma. Whether it is my dharma or others' dharma, he does not try to know. So anything that is told in the Shastra, if he likes it, he will do. If he doesn't like, he won't do it. And to support what he likes, he will quote the Shastra. Selective following of the Shastra. Tat asat, it is asat. It is not correct. It is not right to do so. To misinterpret Shastrartha, to interpret Shastra according to one's likes and dislikes, as per one's convenience, it is not a right thing to do. Shreyan swadharmo vigunaha paradharmat swanushthitat swadharme nidhanam shreyaha paradharmo bhayavaha. Shreyan swadharmo vigunaha paradharmat swanushthitat. Swadharmaha shreyan. Swadharma is superior. Superior to paradharma. Paradharmat. Even if the paradharma is properly performed, swanushthitat, he is performing the dharma properly. He is practicing the dharma properly. But unfortunately, it is paradharma. This family person A grihastha, he does lot of meditation. Right from the morning, 4 o'clock, he starts meditation. And he does not open his eyes till 7 o'clock in the evening. And he does not shake also from that position. So after 7 o'clock, when he opens his eyes, his wife gives him bhiksha. He is a grihastha. So he is doing the meditation. He likes to do meditation. He likes to do japa. So he is performing a dharma. It is definitely a dharma. Meditation or japa or puja. And listening to some recorded classes. He does that also, this person. Is it not good? Is he not doing a good thing? People will generally think he is a great man, he is a Mahatma. But unfortunately, Krishna says he is not doing the right thing. Because what he is doing is not Swadharma. His wife and children are hungry. They are starving. And someone else have to take care of his wife and children. He is not doing his responsibilities as a grihastha. Therefore, it is paradharma for him. If he is a sannyasi, free from all responsibility, then he could have spent all the time in meditation. Nobody could have said it is wrong. Because sannyasa is meant for that. You be useless. You don't have to take care of the family. You don't have to earn money. You sit in a corner, a cave or anywhere and meditate. Or study the Shastra. Or teach the Shastra. Spend your life in contemplation. That is the purpose of sannyasa. Being a grihastha, one cannot be indifferent to his duties. And if he is indifferent to his duties, and he is taking to the duty of a sannyasi, though he is performing the duty of a sannyasi very well, but he is not supposed to do it. There is swadharma parityaga, and swadharma parityaga will give papa. He will incur papa because of swadharma parityaga. So, swanushthitat paradharmat api. Even though the paradharma is properly performed, yet swadharma shreyan. Swadharma is superior to paradharma. Even if the swadharma is viguna, Vigunaha Swadharmaha. So this Grihastha may complain, my work is not good, I have to do business, take care of the family, it will not give me moksha. It is inferior, taking care of the family, earning money. It is an inferior work because it is not going to give me moksha. Whereas if I do Shavana, Manana, Nididhyasana, then I will get moksha. So his Swadharma is Vigunaha. In terms of attaining moksha is concerned, it may be remote. But still it is his Swadharma. So Swadharma will have its own demerits. Like in the case of Arjuna, the Swadharma involves violence. Yet Swadharma is superior. Vigunaha api, even if it is Viguna, even if it lacks in certain noble qualities, since it is Swadharma, it is Shreyan, it is superior. Swadharma may involve violence. It may not give moksha directly. It may include certain other problems also. Yet, since it is Swadharma, it is superior to Paradharma. Swadharme nidhanam sheyaha. It is preferable to die performing Swadharma than taking to Paradharma for saving one's life. Paradharmo bhayavaha. Paradharma brings fear, creates fear. Creates fear means it can lead to naraka, etc. It produces papa. Performing paradharma will produce papa because of swadharma parityaga. And since it produces papa, it creates fear if one knows properly how much papa it creates. Sheyan prashasyataraha swadharmaha swadharmaha vigunaha api vigata gunaha api anushthiyamanaha paradharmat swanushthitat sadgunyena sampaditat api. Shreyan means prashasyataraha. So, prashasyataraha, greater, superior. Swadharmaha swadharmaha, one's own dharma. Vigunaha api is equal to vigata gunaha api. Even though it is devoid of qualities, even though it is devoid of noble qualities, one may not be considered a Mahatma by practicing Swadharma. by fighting the war of Mahabharata, Arjuna is not going to get Nobel Award for peace. He will not get Nobel Prize for peace. So it does not seem to be a great noble act. Yet it is Swadharma. He is supposed to do it. Anushtiyamanaha, if it is performed. Paradharmat swanushthitat. Swanushthitat is equal to Sadgunyena sampaditat api. Even though it is performed properly, Sadgunyena, properly, sampaditat, performed, Swadharme sthitasya nidhanam maranamapi shreyaha paradharmassthitasya jivitat. Swadharme sthitasya nidhanam. Nidhanam is equal to maranam api. Even the death of one who is committing to Swadharma, Swadharme sthitasya, one who holds on to Swadharma, nidhanam maranam api shreyaha. Even death is preferable than paradharma sthitasya jivitat, than the life of one who is committed to paradharma. Kasmat paradharmaha bhayavahaha narakadi lakshanam bhayam avahati yataha. Kasmat, why swadharme nidhanam shreyaha? Because paradharmo bhayavahaha. Paradharmaha bhayavahaha. Bhayavahaha means narakadi lakshanam bhayam avahati. It invites fear in the form of naraka, etc. Implying paradharma will lead to papa. The papa of non-performance of Swadharma. Because of not performing one Swadharma, one will get into papa. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.